as you can see, the Jays are on a bit of a hot streak. But in this game, where it's ace against ace, against the Seattle Mariners, these Blue Jays might have a chip on their shoulder. Because one day before, Danny Salazar, not on his own, but with the help from his bullpen after having to get pinch hit for, he did not give up any hits when he gave up 2 runs in the 2nd inning. But he didn't give up any hits at all, and neither did the man who came in to finish it off for him, Ryan Tepera, meaning that the Blue Jays have thrown the first no-hitter of the series. A 3-2 final in Los Angeles. A big win. And I mean, it looks nice on the scoreboard. Not a perfect game, but a no-hitter. It was nice. And now we look to do the same thing. If we can, we look to do the same thing to the Mariners. Let's do it. T-Mobile Park. Here in MLB The Show 19. It's our first no-hitter. Very, very happy that we finally got that out of the way. I mean, I knew it was going to happen eventually. I wasn't sure exactly when. And it finally happened, and I'm very, very happy it did. Though we aren't going to be able to have most of our starters in. With many people needing rest. But who cares? It's going to give some other people opportunities that they deserve. And Dalton Pompey, who's hitting 6 for us, I think, in this game. Yes, he's playing left field and hitting 6. When Kevin Pillar comes back, it's going to be difficult for me to have to send him down, because he has been phenomenal in the short games he's been able to play. I mean, he's had major league experience, and Dalton Pompey could be one of our starting outfielders by the time this series is over.
It's a soggy Seattle night, but baseball will be played comfortably
as we begin a 3-game set here in the
and he enters today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's no way you could have
the Northwest, what's it called, the Great Northwest, something like that. 3-game set here in Seattle. Taking the mound against us is the King Felix on the mound for the Mariners. His 2-1 pitch will be swung on and missed. Let me make sure that our settings are on what they are on. You see, they're all the same.
They did get the win last time.
All right,
but it
here we go.
been the best week for them, as they've won just twice.
2-2 pitch to Merrifield.
And
it's a blooper off the end of the bat. Easy play at first for out number 1. Why is my chair being so loud? Oh my god.
Take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this.
Josh Donaldson will step in now with 1 away after a little bloop out from Merrifield to start it off, and he hits it right back up the middle. But the shift played by the Mariners, they expected him to do that, and there are 2 away. So now number 2 home run, number 2 in home runs on the team, Randall Grichuk steps in. 1-2 pitch to him. It's grounded to short. He is thrown out by a step at first. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3 in the first. Blake Snell now takes the mound for us here. Not a good start to the season for him, or just a good season in general. You see the King's corner over there down the left field line. Cool touch that they added to the game over there. And what was I gonna say? Just give me a second. Oh, so the Blue Jays had to trade the number 8 overall prospect, I think, something like that, for Blake Snell. But in some magical way, I wasn't even paying attention at the time, It was just waiver trades. I was trying to find decent prospects so we could beef up our farm a little. And we have the number 4 prospect in the majors now. In first baseman Jason Cornell or something. And then Carlos something is like the number 14. So number 4 and number 14. After trading away the number 1 and number 8 overall prospects, we now have 2 in the top 15. And after a long at-bat, Blake Snell strikes out Domingo Santana, I think. And there are 2 away as Mitch Haniger steps in. 1-2 pitch. Ripped to left field, and after 9 2/3 scoreless innings from the club, that'll end. Hitless innings from the club. Mitch Haniger puts it to an end. A long, deep drive to left field. Touch 'em all time for Mitch Haniger, and the Mariners take an early 1-0 lead. The Blue Jays swept them last time we saw them, and the Mariners are looking to make a statement, want to say that they're no team to sleep on, as Jay Bruce goes down looking on a beautiful curveball from Snell. So 1 hit allowed in the inning by Blake Snell. Unfortunately, it was a home run, and it's an early 1-0 lead for Seattle, but we have some star power in our lineup. I think we can come back. That's not going to help, though. Jesus Aguilar flies out. He's out number 1. Now, hitting .246 on the year, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up. 1-2 pitch fouled off. His only competition for the Rookie of the Year is on this team. Yusei Kikuchi. We saw him in the last game, and we tagged him for quite a few runs, hurt his ERA. So as long as Vlad can finish the year out strong, then I think he has a very good opportunity to win the Rookie of the Year award. He's working a nice long at-bat here against Felix Hernandez with 1 away in the 2nd inning, trying to knock the king out of the game with a high pitch count. And that'll be a little blooper into center field. That's the first hit of the game for the Blue Jays. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. helping out his batting average with a nice base hit.
The left fielder, number 22.
And that brings up Dalton Pompey. He's a switch hitter. He's hitting .333 on the year. Let's see. In 6 at-bats on the year, he is hitting .333 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs. So, while he hasn't had too many opportunities, the ones he has had, he has made them count like he does here. And misplayed in right field. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. advances to 3rd. That'll be a base hit and an E9. No, that would not be an E9 apparently.
Runner goes for second. Just keeping him close. And he is out on the tap.
And I watched the base running, the inning's over. Wow, just like that, a promising situation for the Blue Jays comes to an end because I messed it up. That sucks. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it'd be a really cool thing if the shortstop could tag first. And just, I'll make up for my base running blunder and my fielding mistake. Don't worry, we're okay. We've won like 11 out of our last 12. We're on fire. And we're not going to lose. Here we go. Full count pitch. In there, and another K looking. A backwards one. The 3rd strikeout of the game for Blake Snell. Tim Beckham now in the batter's box for Seattle. And another strikeout for Blake Snell. I told you I'd make up for it. Inning, yeah, it could be over, but still, who cares? When Blake Snell has found his touch and strike 3 after a leadoff error, Snell goes and strikes out the side. Now we need to get it done with the bats.
Hernandez readies the 1-1.
3, top of the 3rd, 1-1 pitch to Jones, fouled off, 1-2. do it.
The 1-2.
1-2 pitch to Jones, hitting .279 on the year. And, I'm not sure. I think he's on a 1-year deal. I'm not sure if Jones will be back next year. But he's definitely going to be finishing the year on this team.
So one away in the Toronto third.
And he's really helped us out since coming here, so. I mean, he has been a big addition for us. 2 away. And I wasn't thinking too much when I made the trade for him, but it has really helped us. It's been one of the bigger trades we made, because he's made a pretty big impact for us.
Brandon Drury.
So now 1-1 count, Brandon Drury up. The 1-1 pitch from Hernandez, ripped into center field. That'll be a 2-out base hit to continue the inning.
So with that, the top of the third inning will continue at least one more.
All right.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Now Whit Merrifield up. 2 outs, runner on first. 1-1 pitch to Merrifield is a blooper. It's caught by Gordon at second to end the inning.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. And a big part of the problem has been a noticeable lack of power. They're near the bottom of the league in both home runs and slugging percentage, which in today's game makes it very difficult to generate very much in the runs column.
It's like the complete opposite of the actual
You have to be able to drive the baseball, even if that doesn't always mean hitting home runs. We aren't doing that, so we have a lot to figure out moving forward to put ourselves in a better position. For now, we'll have to wait and see what kind of adjustments they can make, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Oh yeah, we just walked one of the fastest players in baseball. And that doesn't affect us. Gordon, like I said, one of the fastest players in baseball. Sandy Leone, the backup catcher, gunning him down, and there's 2 away. Swing and a miss. Snell picks up another. So after that 1 home run in the first inning, Blake Snell has been perfect since. Well, not perfect as in throwing a perfect game since, but he has been phenomenal since giving up that home run. 1-2 count on Donaldson. He watches the sinker inside, and the count runs even. 2-2 count. Hernandez, he gets the sign. He kicks, fires. Swung on and missed. A good sinker from him there. Catching the inner edge of the plate, and there's 1 away. That brings up Randall Grichuk, normally the 8 hitter for us, but with the changes in our lineup today, Grichuk now getting the spot in the lineup at 3. Thought why not switch it up a little bit, and hasn't really done much when I put him there. He's 0 for 1, but so is most players on the team. I think we have, what, 1 hit? 3 hits. Okay. So now a full count on Randall Grichuk, who's 1 away in the inning. The King will fire home a pitch. It's swung on and missed. Strike 3 in the dirt. There's 2 away.
Grichuk is retired, 2 down now.
the batter, the first baseman.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar.
So now Jesus Aguilar will step in with 2 outs here in the 4th. And he hits the 1-1 pitch pretty decently to right field, but Mitch Haniger there, and the inning's over.
Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Scott Service, unfortunately for him, is a bit whack, because that's definitely not the case. Now the only man on the Mariners who has a hit steps in. 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Snell is under it, but it'll be Leone who calls him off with 1 away.
Now batting.
That'll bring Jay Bruce into the batter's box with 1 away. He will foul off the 1-1 pitch, and count will now run 1-2 on Jay Bruce. Swung on and missed, and Blake Snell is throwing a gem. 7 strikeouts right now. And he is just continuing to roll through this Mariners lineup.
Seager.
Kyle Seager watching that one just outside. And now right field, it could fall, and it's off the glove of Adam Jones. Throw into second, not in time, and what should have been an inning-ending fly ball will fall in, and I believe that'll be ruled as a base hit. Narvaez, though, inning over, so Snell not really affected by it. Had to throw a few more pitches, but that's about it.
Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Oh, that's a terrible call. That one bobbled at shortstop by Beckham. And then Vladdy Jr., he was hustling his way down the line the entire time. And that was a blatant missed call on the umpire. I might sound really stupid if he's out, but yeah, definitely blatant missed call by the umpire there at first base, and Landon Baldwin, no doubt about it. I think he knew it. He didn't even have to wait for the replay, people. He's just calling for the challenge. We'll wait and see. That should be ruled as an error, I do believe.
They will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay.
Baldwin says he gives them the sign. Yeah, they want to review it. Umpire saying get the headset out. He heads over to home plate.
The Blue Jays have elected to challenge
take another look at this play and take a slow-mo view, and not even close. You see right there that it was nowhere close, and the umpire takes the headset off, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will be ruled safe. And that will be ruled a base hit for Vladdy Jr., so he is 2 for 2 in the game. And now a 2-1 count. Dalton Pompey steps in.
Into the box now. Dalton Pompey.
And he hits it to short. Beckham will make up for his error. That'll be a 6-4-3 double play. There are 2 outs, just like that.
The center fielder, number 13.
Now at the plate, Adam Jones. He's
now full count on Adam Jones.
His only trip to the plate so far.
3-2. Chop to third. Seager fields. He'll throw over to first and the inning. Forms in this one. And Tim Beckham. He will be only the second base runner since Haniger's home run. He and Mitch Haniger have the only hits, but they also have driven in the only RBIs in this game. 2-0 Mariners. Deep home run for Tim Beckham. And the Mariners will extend their lead.
No outs, nobody on.
Blake Snell, despite giving up 2 home runs in the game, he will strike out Daniel Vogelbach for out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Stepping up to the plate, Roger Anderson.
Roger Anderson now steps into the batter's box. He's a DH for Seattle. And the 1-2 pitch from Snell. Swung on and missed. Number 9 in the game for Blake Snell. That is what I'm talking about. And that brings up D. Gordon. He'll pick up a base hit. So a 2-out base hit for D. Gordon. He extends the inning for Domingo Santana. Santana, fly ball left field. Pompey there, and the inning's over. But Tim Beckham adds 1 more on the board for Seattle. Nice cut from him. He sends it over the fence. Lead off the top of the 6th for Toronto. It'll be Sandy Leon. And he grounds it to second. Pretty simple play with Leon only having 2 speed. Don't know how it's possible. Only 2 speed.
And win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Brandon Drury.
All right.
One out now in the Toronto
He does go down. Sorry, I was looking over at the Yankee game. I don't know how it's still going on. It's absolutely pouring in the Bronx right now. That brings up Brandon Drury. 1-1 pitch to him. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Drury 1 for 1 in the game. And he's doing decent. I mean, he got injured for a while, I believe. He fractured his shin, I think. He fractured something in his leg. He was out for quite a long time. But he's made his return. He's helped us out. Though I would have preferred he hit it over the fence, or at least got him big.
Looking good here with 2 away.
Now batting.
So now 2 away in the inning with Whit Merrifield will step into the batter's box. 1-1 pitch to him. Fly ball right field. It could fall, but it will not. Mitch Haniger will track it down, and the inning's over. Speaking of Mitch Haniger, he'll step into the batter's box to lead off the 6th. And a good play out there and right by Grichuk to cut it off and hold Haniger to a double. Impressive. Impressive play in right field. And now Jay Bruce, deep drive right field, carrying out of here. 2-run home run, Jay Bruce. He doubles the Mariners' lead, and that'll sting. The Blue Jays, who thought they were in this game for a while, and you could tell Snell was starting to fade. And Jay Bruce cranks it out of here.
The 1-2.
4-0 Mariners.
Fouled off.
So here we go. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Number 10 in the game for Blake Snell. So despite giving up 4 runs so far, and it's the 6th inning, he has struck out 10.
He was a ground out victim last time.
It's a bittersweet day so far for Blake Snell, because he is not getting any run support whatsoever from his lineup. And yeah, it sucks. Because he's not doing bad, really. I mean, 4 runs is normally very good for our starters. Because our lineup's usually putting up 7 runs a game at least. Snell will strike out another. But our offense not getting it done. Every offense has a rough day, I suppose. And after the no-hitter, maybe everybody partied a little too hard and just wasn't prepared to. Really just wasn't prepared to fly up to Seattle and play this game. Daniel Vogelback, he steps into the batter's box, and he will ground out. The inning's over. So as we head to the 6th, as we head to the 7th, the Blue Jays really are starting to need some runs, or else this game is going to be over. 0 for 2 in the game. Josh Donaldson up. Sinker inside, and it'll be a 2-1 count. King Felix finally, I mean, he hasn't been amazing, and he really hasn't been the same as he used to be. He's he's barely royalty at this point in his career, as he's really getting up there in age. But he has made the best of it. He's had a pretty good start so far. He gives up a leadoff single to Donaldson, who goes against the shift. And hopefully that's the start of something here for the Blue Jays. So now 0 for 2 in the game. That brings in Randall Grichuk. I'm not going to even want to move him up in the lineup from the 8th spot if he continues to struggle like he has been in the 3-hole today.
He hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off.
So Donaldson, he will advance to second now on that wild pitch from King Felix. It's a 2-2 count on Randall Grichuk. Can he come through for us? Can't hold his swing, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Jesus Aguilar with a 3-1 count. 3-1 pitch to Aguilar. Swung on and missed. Wow. He was not looking for the sinker there, that's for sure. Full count pitch to Aguilar.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Now this
Crush! Left center field, there's no doubt about it. Way out of here. Forget about it. Jesus Aguilar cuts the Mariners' lead in half with that moonshot. 444 feet, 110 miles per hour off the bat. And the Blue Jays are right back in it. What a swing from Jesus Aguilar. That brings up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 for 2 in the game. Ground ball, foul. 1-2. So now 1-2 count on Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He will hit it to second. 1 away. 2 away.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
So far 2 for 3 though, so Vladimir Guerrero Jr. not doing too bad. And that brings up Dalton Pompey. He's 1 for 2. He's hit into a double play and singled so far in this one. And he'll just, now it's almost a golf swing from Pompey. The pitch almost in the dirt, but doesn't really matter to him. He just clubs it over into right field for 2-out base hit. That'll extend the inning for Adam Jones. You know he would love to slap something into the gap and make this a 1-run game. 1-1 pitch to Jones. It is grounded to short. Beckham, he'll flip it over to second and the inning's over.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But Jesus Aguilar sends us into the 7th inning stretch with a long ball. As Roger Anderson looks like a fool for swinging at that one, 1-2. And he goes down, swinging, looking. And that'll be another backwards K for Blake Snell, number 12 in the game, and now he is really getting this Mariners lineup to chase on everything. 1-2 pitch to D. Gordon. Fly ball, right field. Adam Jones there. There's 2 away. This will definitely be the last inning of work for Blake Snell. Domingo Santana steps in. 0 for 3. Fouls it off. 1-2 count. Snell gets the sign from Leon. Fouled off. Count stays 1-2. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Blake Snell ends his day. He goes 7 innings, allowing 7 hits and 4 runs on 12 strikeouts. What a game for Blake Snell. Who's that? Corey Guerin takes the mound for Seattle here in the top of the 8th. Leon gives that ball a ride. Center field, carrying to the warning track, but caught just in front. Blake Snell, despite the 4 runs given up, has had a very good day on the mound. Now I just hope that our offense can come through and give his, at least don't let his 13 strikeout appearance go down as a loss. But after Drury strikes out looking like a fool, Whit Merrifield steps in. 3-1. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Swung on and missed, and the count runs full.
Hits are even at 7 apiece.
7 hits for both clubs. Unfortunately, 3 of the Mariners have been long balls. And that ball hit well by Merrifield to center, carrying back to the warning track. Anywhere else in the ballpark, we might have a 1-run.
Now to the plate, Mitch Haniger. So far, 2 for 3 in
Park, we might have a 1-run game, but Merrifield hits that one to the deepest part of the park, and
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, not on the inning. So Kyle Crick takes the mound for the Jays as he looks to keep the score where it is here in the 8th. Here we go. 2-2. Misses. Count runs full.
That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work.
And swung on and missed. All right. So while the story of this game really has been every run has been scored off of a home run, it has also been a pitcher's duel in a way, as people have gone down swinging like crazy. I mean, 13 strikeouts for Snell. Crick already got one. He went 1 for 1 on batters, striking them out.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Some Bleacher Report. I guess 50 Cent got another chance to throw out a first pitch, and he hit a photographer in the face. He should just not do it anymore. He can watch baseball, but he cannot throw first pitch. 2-2, swung on and missed. The 15th strikeout of the day from Blue Jays pitching staff.
Number 50.
Dan Altavilla takes the mound for Seattle, looking to keep the score where it is and get the save. He misses high with the fastball, and the count is full. Randall Grichuk on deck. 3-2 pitch to Donaldson. Ripped to center field. Right center field isn't going to be brought in. It will after a long run in center field. Jay Bruce, but there is one away. The Blue Jays have 2 outs to get 2 runs.
Right fielder.
And that brings up Randall Grichuk. He's 0 for 3 in the game. A 1-1 pitch to him. Chopped foul, and the count runs 1-2.
He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
1-2 count. And the pitch to Grichuk. Inside, count runs 2-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Gotta focus in here. 2-2. Fouled off. Anything close, we just have to protect. Alright. 2-2 pitch.
Swing, line, drive.
Grichuk
That's going to be trouble.
Rips it into the right, rips it into right center field. And that will be a 1-out double. This game is not over yet. If Aguilar could go deep for a second time, this game would be tied. 2-2 pitch from Altavilla.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Heading out towards
Against the shift, it will fall down into right field. Grichuk rounding third, he scores easily. And it is a 1-run game.
With that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game. Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one.
We need to bring in a pinch runner, somebody who has some nice speed.
Finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Where's speed? That means JT Realmuto. Oh, I didn't want JT Realmuto to pinch hit. I wanted him to pinch run. Who just got pinch hit for?
Big pitch coming here.
Who is DHing? Huh. I don't know. I can't remember who it was, and obviously they weren't super important. Or it's just me being stupid because my mind's blanking. Maybe they were a very good hitter. Who knows? So it'll be Juan Soto now to pinch run for the Blue Jays. 2-1 count on Realmuto.
He's fallen behind 3-1.
3-1 count now. Realmuto, if he can hit it into the gap, this game is tied. And a good pitch from Altavilla, just painting the corner with it. And the count is full. Outside, ball 4, and the tying runs in scoring position. And that brings up Dalton Pompey. He's done pretty good in his at-bat so far for us, his biggest one so far. Fly ball to center. And he goes 2 for 4 in the one at bat. We need him to get a hit most in. He does not come through.
The center fielder, number 13.
And that will knock Altavilla out of the game. And Sam Tuivailala. Oh, yeah, okay. Will take the mound for Seattle. Tries to get 1 out.
Coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something
and
productive.
Now that gets away. The tying run is 90 feet away. 2-1.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Jones into right field, and this game is tied. The Blue Jays down to their final out, string together 2 runs, and we are right back to even. Sandy Leon now will look to keep the inning going. He does not do that, and the inning is over. Now we're going to have to try and fix some positions.
Not a good turn of events for this home crowd is now.
All right, hold on. So first we got to get Josh Hader warmed up in the bullpen. Nope, not bullpen. Now substitutions. So we got Real Muto at DH, okay, but then alright, that's a deuce. So we call to Kyle Crick to try and go one more inning. Keep the score where it is. He has one of the lowest ERAs in our bullpen. And a great effort. Great effort from the second baseman Drury to try and get that out number 1. You can't get it done. And a great bunt from Tim Beckham will now put the winning run in scoring position.
Interesting here. This is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe
Daniel Vogel back up.
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm going to try and paint the corners of the zone, but if Vogelback walks, then all that does for us is puts a double play in order. And that could get us out of the inning, but we cannot let Vogelback get a hit. 2-2 pitch. Ripped. Right field. Jones, if he lets this one drop, he's booted. But he is not going to let that one drop, and he will stay on the team another day. Unless he's like...
Now batting forward, the designated hitter,
Roger Anderson. Probably the shortest tenured player on this Mariners roster. 3-1.
The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter.
Fouled off. Count is full.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however.
Crick will strike out Anderson, and we're headed to extras. Brandon Drury will lead off the 10th for the Blue Jays.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Oh, wow, that looks like it was a lot lower than it was. I'm sorry, I'm also kind of distracted that the Yankees have a chance to come back in this game against the Padres. Top of the 10th, 0 for 4 in the game, Whit Merrifield. 1-1 pitches his first hit of the game. He goes 1 for 5 at least with a base hit. Here in the 10th.
the third baseman.
Now Josh Donaldson. He steps in with a 1-2 count. He's 1 for 4. And that is hit right up the middle. And even with Merrifield taking off, that could have easily been a double play. But it's bobbled by Gordon. He will just get Donaldson.
The right fielder.
And now there are 2 away. Go-ahead run in scoring position. 1 for 4 in the game, Randall Grichuk. And who knows, maybe he will get moved up in the lineup. That's a go-ahead RBI single for Grichuk. And, nope, bad base run. But, despite him getting thrown out at second, Grichuk did drive home Merrifield and give the Blue Jays the lead. Here in extra innings, as we look to Josh Hader to try and close this game out. He misses the zone twice. 3-1. Swung on and missed, full count. 3-2 pitch, fouled off. Here we go. Fly ball, right center field. It'll be Grichuk called off by, no, yeah, he calls Jones off. 1 away.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Domingo Santana.
Domingo Santana will foul that one off. As this game is coming to a close. Hot shot to second.
To the second baseman, and that's the
And
second out.
2 away. Sorry, I got distracted by the Yankee game. They drove home another run. That's a 1-run game. And that brings up Mitch Haniger. He has homered once in the game. If he does it again, we could be headed to some more free baseball. Final strike. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. Fouls off. All right. Haniger not going down without a fight, so we'll do it again. The 2-2. No! Ripped to left center field, and Mitch Haniger goes deep. Mariners down to their final strike, and Mitch Haniger comes through for the Seattle faithful. 5-5 game tied in the 10th. And strike out Bruce. We're going 2-11. Wow, down to their final strike, and Mitch Haniger comes through. Now Steve Pearce steps in with a full count. Swarzak gets him to pop it up. 1 away.
Makes the play, 1 away.
All right. 1 away in the inning. That brings up JT Realmuto.
He drew a base on ball.
He walked off the bench in his first at-bat. And he will foul that off. Count runs 2-2.
Foul to the left. Bases are empty, 1
He
man out.
He pinch hit and walked in his first at-bat. Let's see what he can do here.
Sent in the air.
Hits it pretty well to center.
Bruce has a read on it.
And he's over.
And there are 2 gone now.
So there's only 2 away. Never mind. Dalton Pompey steps in. Could not come through for us in his last at-bat when we really needed him. Well, that is alright because he's still 2 for 4 and has a chance to make up for it here. A 1-2 pitch. Inside, count runs even, 2-2.
In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen.
All right, the 2-2 pitch from Anthony Swarzak.
Really good starting pitching.
Popped up, and we're going to the bottom of the 11th. The Jays will stick with HITTER to try and get him through one more. Ground ball, Kyle Seager into the shift. That'll be 1 away.
Now batting.
All right. Omar Narvaez, ground ball. 2 away. Close play at first. Narvaez almost beats the throw.
The batter, number 1.
Riding in once again, Tim Beckham.
Maybe he got better after, I taught him how to play in the show 18 on the Giants. Tim Beckham up. He has also homered earlier in this game. If he does it again, then the Mariners win.
The set and the 1-2.
And it runs even at 2-2.
With the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Swung on and missed to the 12th.
Digging in and looking for more. Adam Jones.
All right.
He came through.
That'll bring up Adam Jones to lead off the 12th for Toronto. And he chops it foul.
But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
So now 1-2 count. And the 1-2 pitch to Adam Jones. Ripped into right center field, it falls. That's a leadoff single for Jones, and the go-ahead runs on base.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite.
And that will bring up Sandy Leon.
That's exactly what happened right there.
1-1 count.
Inside half of the baseball. Imagine the ball coming to a complete
Leon
stop.
not done much at the plate in this one. He almost gets hit. We can't lose a second backup catcher. That would just suck.
That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Now a called strike as he pulled it back there, 2-2.
So a 2-2 count now
up from him right now.
on Leon.
Obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower.
Oh my goodness! Leon swings about 3 seconds too early. And that brings up Brandon Drury, 2-1 count. He's 1 for 4.
Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. Seager has it.
And a good double play. Vogelbach pulled off the base, but he will still tag out Drury to end the inning. So HITTER, a closer, not too much stamina. He'll have to be pulled from the game here. So Jays will call to David Phelps to try and send it to 13th.
David.
It'll be Randall Grichuk to cut it off, but a leadoff single for Vogelbach. Well, now put the winning run on base. And what do you mean he's safe?
Up next for Seattle.
Back to the top of
the
second
baseman.
lineup. Digging in, D. Gordon. Run at second, however, the
And now this has just gone very sour for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 12th. Back-to-back,
ready for another chance.
back-to-back bunt. Put the winning runs in scoring position. Haniger has homered twice, but the Jays will intentionally walk the bases loaded, hoping that he could hit into a double play. 2-2. Fly ball to center. Jones there. They will not send the runner. And Adam Jones will throw. Oh no! Full count. Swung out and missed. Phelps works out of the jam. We're going to the 13th. Oh, Zach Rostup takes the mound for the Mariners in the 13th inning. I thought it was over. Merrifield 1 for 5 in the game. 2-2 count on him here. A 2-2 pitch to Merrifield. In there. 1 away. Wow, I thought this game was over. David Phelps works out of the jam. So 1 for 5 in the game now. Josh Donaldson up. Oh, it was Vladimir Guerrero Jr. who was our DH. 2 away. Yep, there's him.
Now batting.
All right, well, I kind of wish he was still in the game.
He was thrown out at second.
Now 2 for 5 in the game. Randall Grichuk steps in. He has, with a 3-2 pitch, fouled off. Come on, Grichuk has hit 27 home runs this year. Why not hit his 28th?
Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays
well, that's why, because I'll take a base runner. And a go-ahead run on first. 2-1 count, and Steve Pierce steps in. And Pierce, brought into the game not too long ago, almost hits another home run. He leads the team in homers, but can't quite carry over the fence. Now that brings up Kyle Seager. He drives it. Left field and deep. Carrying. It is caught. What a play by Dalton Pompey. What an outstanding play in left field. That may have saved this game. That may have kept this game going. What a catch by Dalton Pompey. 3-2 count now. Omar Narvaez up, and he goes down. All right, now Tim Beckham up. Line drive, center field. 14th inning, here we come. A long game going here in Seattle. JT Realmuto, he's 0 for 1. And he chops it. It'll be fielded by the pitcher, and he'll throw out Realmuto for out number 1. Oh no. We need to give out more runs.
23. Dalton Pompey.
That brings up Dalton Pompey, switch hitter. He'll be hitting from the right side in this at-bat. No, the count runs full. Adam Jones on deck for Toronto. Swung on and missed, and there's 2 away.
And he makes the throw to first. Pompey is retired. 2 down now.
Number 13.
And with 2 away in the inning, Adam Jones steps in. A 1-1 pitch to him.
Swung on and lifted
Hit well to left center.
Bruce
Jay Bruce there, and the inning's over. So Phelps having to work yet another inning here because, I mean, he hasn't had too many long innings, and we can't work through our bullpen too much because, I mean, even when throwing a no-hitter, we couldn't go a complete game with one pitcher, even on a no-hitter. So we'll have to stick with Phelps through this inning, and then we'll have to call on somebody else for next inning, probably the inning after that. Though I think Brandon Woodruff will be the one to come in. He's a long reliever. He'll be able to stay in for a while. Vogelback picks up a leadoff single now, and this could be a very bad situation. Roger Anderson has not done one thing right in his entire career.
And he'll just scoop this away to make sure it stays
and he
foul.
fails
So
on
we'll
the
see if they keep
sacrifice
bunt
bunt.
on here with
He's
2
0 for
strikes.
5 in the game. I mean, he's been terrible so far for Seattle.
And he'll
Make him 0 for
strike out
6.
here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
4 times in this game, Roger Anderson has struck out. He has had 6 at-bats. He struck out in 2/3 of his at-bats. And that ball gets by Adam Jones and rolls all the way to the wall. And the Mariners are going to walk this game off. A walk-off triple for D. Gordon in the 14th inning. And the Mariners win it. They take game 1 of the series on a walk-off triple. And yeah, you see there, Mitch Haniger. He kept this game going in the 9th with a home run. Or the 10th. Anyways, your winning pitcher is Zach Russell. He went 2 innings, he'll have no hits, 2 strikeouts, no earned run, 1 walk. The loss goes to David Phelps. He went 2 1/3, he'll have 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 earned run, 1 walk. And the player of the game is Mitch Haniger. He went 3 for 6 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. That will wrap up this episode of Toronto Blue Jays franchise.